Hello, soulmate. So here is the continuation of the 8 pieces skirt we drafted earlier. So if you have not watched the part one, which is the drafting and the cutting of the fabric, kindly go through my page and the channel. You're going to get the first one that we make. This is the finished one. You can see the way it says. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, kindly give it a thumbs up, and let's get to business. As you can see how neat and beautiful the dress is. This skirt is it is very neat. I did a very full lining. Now here is our pattern. In my previous video where we drafted it, I explained that you are going to do the placement of the pattern so that you will not waste your fabric, and here we have it now. So after this, I'm going to take it to my machine and show you how I'm going to be doing the joining. This join is not just an ordinary join. So what I did here is just that in between the pieces, I want to be putting a strip inside, and this is mean I cut a 2 inches strip of fabric. I'm using crepe. This is 2 inches, and I'm ironing it, fold it into two, and this is what you're going to get. So this is me on the machine now. I've already joined the middle. The middle, I'm not going to be putting anything in between. If you could remember when we did the drafting, I did a stylish cut at the middle, at the center, this particular place. I want the middle to be very straight the way it is. But this particular one, the stylish side, I'm going to be putting in the stripe that I ironed. And how do I do this one? This is the Shambhala cord. Get yourself a Shambhala cord. It is very, very important, because if you don't get a Shambhala cord, you might not be able to do this, and the outcome might not be neat. So you get a Shambhala cord as a 2 inches stripe that you folded into two that I've already ironed. This is how you're going to do. Put it inside. Then I change my foot. It is very important. I don't know, maybe you have this kind of footer. We call it the left and right foot, but sometimes they call it invisible zipper foot as well. But me, I call it left and right because it is I have both the left and the right, and that is what you can see here. This is the left and that's the right. So I'm going to be using the right one. So I've already changed my zipper foot. You put your Shambhala cord inside the strip that we folded into two. Then you secure it down the way I'm doing now. If you don't secure it down, it's going to pull out. So you sew it down. Just follow exactly the way I'm doing it. You're going to get it. It's not something that is difficult. Get a strip of 2 inches, fold into two, iron it and fold into two, which is going to give you one inch, right? Put your Shambhala cord inside and stitch it down the way I just did. When you do it that way, it's going to secure your Shambhala cord in such a way that it will not move and it will not pull out. Even if you try to pull it, it's not going to pull out, right? So what you're going to do, the essence of this left and right zipper foot is for you not to sew on the Shambhala cord. I don't want to sew on it. I want to sew very close to it. So I have done that now. Sorry, I had to make this very fast, because if I don't do it that way, the video is going to be too long and boring. So I've already done it. You sew it very close to it, but not on it. So after doing it, I discovered that the strip is too wide, so I just cut out 0.25 out of it. Don't forget, when you were adding allowance to your pattern, the joining allowance you added was just an half inch. Remember, right? So this is the strip that we have done. You're going to sew it where you want to join together. You can see the way I'm doing the sewing. Just place it on it so that it will not move. And what you're going to do here is make sure you're using your hand to support it at the back. If not, that thing, what you are sewing is going to shrink. There's a way this particular cording and style used to shrink when you are sewing it. So when you are sewing, make sure you use your other hand to support it at the back. So here I've already secured it down. Then the next thing I'm going to take is I'll take my other side, which is my side. I'm joining the side to the middle. Don't forget, this is 8 pieces, and the middle I've already joined the middle together. The side I'm joining to the side, that's where we're going to be putting the cord. I didn't put that cord in at the middle. I'm doing it by the side when you are joining the side to that middle. So what I did there is I decided to start from down. It's better for you to start from down, because this way you are going to be sure of what you are sewing. You can see where I secured this first sewing I did, I am seeing it, right? And even if you are not seeing it, make sure you are using your hand to feel your cord. That's the essence of that cording. You know that if you don't put that cord, you just want to do a blind sewing. You might not even know when you are sewing out what you are not supposed to sew. Sometimes you might run on it, but with the help of that cord, you will not run on it. You'll be able to sew freely. You'll be using your hand. As you can see, I'm using my hand to feel the cord so that I will not sew on the cord. And that zipper foot is even helping me to sew exactly on where I want it to sew. So the zipper foot is very, 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 very important, and it helps a lot. So I've done the joining, and this is what I am having. Actually, I've already done the stripe first before I know that the black color that I used is not really showing. I would have gone for another color, but I've done that already and I'll not throw it away. So I did for the second side too, just the same way we did it. You put in your cord, you secure it down and secure it on the fabric. So here is it. I've already joined everything together and this is what it is giving. It's not something that is difficult. You just need to take your time and go through it. So here is the lining. I am already done with the line. I've joined the lining. Line does not need anything in between. I just joined the pieces. It's better for you to cut the lining the same way you cut your fabric. That way you are sure of what you are sewing and there won't be any kind of complication and your sewing is going to be smooth and fine. So here I've already ironed both the fabric and the lining. So I placed the lining on the fabric. Then I discovered that there's some excess. So I just trim out the excess that I have down there and the sharp edge too. I just came up by half an inch and I trimmed it out. I did both for the back and for the front. So as you can see, this is what I'm doing. Just trim it out. You can see that pointy edge there, right? Exactly. You can see what I did. So just cut it out. It's too pointy and you don't need that. It's supposed to be curvy, not pointy. So after that, this is it. I already joined my lining to both the back and the front, and this is what I am having. See how beautiful it is. You have to prioritize ironing. Make sure you iron very, very well. I have ironed this and it is perfect and beautiful. So here I'm just trying to check if my length, if the length of the skirt is what is what I have, my length. So this is the back. You're taking your zipper allowance. I took my zipper allowance of 1 inch when I was adding the allowance, I added 1.5 inches, right? And I've already used half inch to to join the lining to the fabric. So what is remaining is just 1 inch. So I'm just trying to take back my measurements, my waist to hip and my waist to knee. So that's what I just took now. I'm going to be joining my waist to hip. And if you look at it, when you look at that's my if you look at the zip allowance, you'll discover that the hip side came out while the nail side entered. If you don't understand, you have to go and watch the drafting method because if you don't watch the drafting method, you might not get it. But there is supposed to be a little bit of fittings at the back. Yes, it's not supposed to be just straight. And this person I'm making this dress for, she has bum bum. So I just did a little bit of butt lift there. That's why you discover that the zip side entered and the it came inside while the butt came out and the nail also entered. You can see if when you are making a dress, you discover that our back, our butt, and our nail are not the same. That curvy, that's exactly what I did here. And what did I do here? I just took my normal measurement, my waist, my hip, and the nail. I took it. Then just take out the measurements like that, and that is it. I'm going to be repeating that on on the front pattern. So this is the back. So I'm going to go and secure the zipper for the back first before I now join the front to the back. So this is what I'm doing. I'm repeating the same thing for the front as well. I took in my waist to hip, my waist to nail. The same thing I did for the front is what I'm doing at the back. So I'm going to be marking my measurements. I like to do this because it is always easier for me whenever I am sewing. Once I mark it this way, and after joining my back allowance and my zip allowance, when I'm joining the sides together, it's always very easy. I don't need to be measuring anything or whatsoever. It is easy and very straightforward. So just repeat the same thing you did for the front at the back. You did it for the front as well. So after that, I'm going to be taking it to my sewing machine. I'll run the zipper side, iron it, press open. Make sure you prioritize pressing. Always press every seam. It is very, very important. I love to do this anytime I'm making a skirt or a gown. What I did is just that once I chuck a side, I'll just flip it to the other side, then pat it so that it will reflect on the other side I did not chuck. So both sides is going to be chucked and it makes my work very easy and smooth. There won't be any need for me to start measuring anything again. And here is my band. I love to use plain material for my band. It gives it this uniqueness. If you're following my other social media pages, you definitely see this. But let me go and couple it together and show you the final look. This is the final look, right? It's so beautiful. The outcome is very, very neat. Look at the cutting techniques that we did. The cutting is so beautiful and it's neat. I'm going to name this cutting. These are 8 pieces squares with cutting, right? It is so beautiful, very neat, and gives you this unique look. Now, I love to do my band this way because this is my band, it relaxes well, there won't be any complaint of and the band is not relaxing well, it's too big, it's too loose or all of that. And what did I do? I just added elastic to the waist. This elastic is a game changer. Try it and you definitely thank me for it. So that is the final look, and see how beautiful, see the cutting, see how city pretty is the looking. Now look at the inside. The inside is very beautiful as well. That's why I said you have to prioritize ironing for every seam, for every sewing. You have to iron. See the beautiful inside and outside, very neat. So the next tutorial is going to be the blouse of this dress, and it's a 12 pieces blouse with these cording techniques as well. I hope you find this tutorial very helpful. If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe and you like. Bye. I love doing that because it makes my work very, very easy. And here is my band. I love using a plain material for my band because it gives it this kind of unique look. So let me go and couple it together and come and show you the final look. So here we have it. This is the final look of the 8 pieces skirt that we made. This is not the normal 8 pieces skirt. If you can, if you know we did a little bit of cord piping in between the joining and all that. You can see how beautiful and neat it is. Though the pipe cording, sorry, is not really showing well because of the black material that I used. But nevertheless, this is beautiful and the outcome is so neat and very, very nice. You can see it there. So I love using elastic for my band. If you look at this band, it has elastic. There's a look this actually gives. It makes the waist relax. It relaxes well. There won't be any complaint of the waist is too big, it's too tight, it does this, not that. So it relaxes well on the waist. And here is the inner, the inside of the dress. See how beautiful it is and very neat. That's why you have to prioritize ironing. Press open everything you sew. It is very, very important. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. The next video is going to be the drafting, cutting, and the sewing of the top of this dress, of this skirt, sorry. And it's going to be a 12 pieces blouse. Stay tuned. Bye.